Hello everyone, Thomas the Tank Engine here. The Fat Controller's Railway has been featured in many books as well as on television for many years. Today, I'd like to tell you about the time that my friend Gordon got more than he bargained for when a foreign visitor caused a debate about stations. All aboard for a big adventure! The Fat Controller's Railway had captured the imagination of many people around the world. Because of how many children wanted to see myself and the other famous engines in person, lots of people would travel to Sodor via an express train that normally departs from London and stops at Bickerstown Station on Sodor's east coast. Sometimes well-known engines such as Flying Scotsman, City of Truro, or Spencer would be the ones pulling the trains. Oftentimes, other engines from various regions would arrive with the express. These mainland engines would sometimes stay the night on Sodor and go home the next day. One summer day, Gordon, Duck, and I were talking to a new visitor, an LMS patriot named Reginald.
I remember the days of when I was young and green. There were a few occasions where I would travel to London. Do you know the place, Reginald? The station there is known as King's Cross. King's Cross? Don't be daft, Gordon. The main station in London is Euston. Everyone knows that.
Euston? I always thought it was Waterloo.
Rubbish. You're all wrong, you three. London is neither of those places.
All right then, Smarty Wheels. Then what do you think it is?
London, my good engine, is Paddington. I should know. That used to be my home back in the day.
I'd like to stay and chat, but I gotta go back to work on my branch line. See you all later. The arguing continued all throughout the day whenever Duck, Gordon, and Reginald were talking within distance of each other. They even argued through the night at Timber Sheds, which kept some of us engines awake. The next morning was what really did it.
For the last time, London is Euston. Got that?
Why don't you go stick in a ditch or something, Reginald? Or can you admit that London is Paddington right now, and we'll let this whole thing go?
Why should you get the satisfaction of that, Duck? Both of you should be apologizing to me, since London is actually King's Cross. Pah! I haven't got time for more arguing with an arrogant nor'easter and a westerner who wouldn't know what the right way to do things would be, even if it bit him in the buffers. Good day. That stupid engine. I don't have the patience for the likes of him.
Stupid yourself. For the last time, London's Paddington. Paddington's you, eh?
Stop arguing, will you? I couldn't get a wink of sleep last night. At least there's something you agree on.
Oh?
Like what, Katelyn?
That London isn't Euston. Now do us all a favor and shut up and let a girl get her beauty sleep. Jeez, you carry on worse than toddlers.
Oh, sorry.
I just know for a fact that London's King's Cross. I remember hearing Flying Scotsman saying so, and I'm going to find a way to confirm what he said.
But that was easier said than done. Like I said before, London is beyond Bickerstown Station on the other side of Sodor. Usually, either Gordon, Rebecca, or Henry would stop here, while another engine would then take the train the rest of the way. But on one particular run, Gordon had an idea.
If I didn't stop, I'd be able to go on to London.
You're sure about that, Gordon? You know the Fat Control might not allow it.
Nonsense, Henry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Well, at least that's what Gordon had thought. The next day, he tried to run right past the station, taking the passengers completely by surprise. Another time, he tried to sneak off before the coaches could even be uncoupled. Hey, stop right there. Gordon kept trying all sorts of tricks, but they kept failing due to his driver catching him every time.
It's no use. I'll never get to King's Cross now.
Gordon, what's the matter?
Oh, hello, Nia. It's nothing. Just a personal matter.
You can tell me, Gordon.
All right then. Duck and I got into an argument with a visiting engine about which station in London is the main terminus. I've been trying to find ways to prove which one is the correct one, but everything keeps going wrong.
You can't rush things like that, Gordon. You'll get your chance to go to London, one way or another.
You're right. Thanks for the tip, Nia. You really are a good friend.
Anytime, Gordon.
And Nia was right. 2 days later, Gordon's chance had come. The day prior, Spencer had arrived with a rail tour, and the next morning, he was getting ready to fuel up for the return journey when it happened. Mr. Spencer, the points?
Huh? What's going on? Hey! Whose idea was it to leave these trucks blocking the point?
Huh? Oh, bother that telephone. Hello? Yes, this is Sir Topham Hatt speaking. What's the matter? Oh dear. All right, I'll be sure to tell him. Sir, what's the matter? Well, Gordon, it seems that Spencer's derailed when he tried to leave the yard at Bickerstown. He's damaged the points and a few trucks so bad that nothing else can get in or out. He's got a rail tour that's to go to London today, and the manager asked if I had any suitable engines. I told him yes. With that being said, I'd like you to go to Bickerstown and take Spencer's train to London. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Good luck, Gordon.
Have a safe trip, Gordon. I'll be waiting for you when you return. Yes, best of luck. Give my regards to the Flying Scotsman, Gordon.
I will. Here I go. London, here I come.
Gordon found that London was a long way away, but once he hit familiar rails, he knew right where to go.
Some of these places look different since my day. Oh, never mind though. I do love a good long run to stretch my wheels. Plus it's nice to get away from Sodor once in a while.
Did you hear about Gordon, guys?
I certainly did. I think it was wonderful. He finally got to achieve his goal of going to London.
Well, if you ask me, the Fat Controller should have chosen me to go to London instead of Gordon. A splendid engine like me would look divine flying along the lines of the London terminus.
James, it's not always about you, you know. By the way, I even heard that the crowds were so much that the police had to be called in order to control them.
By the way, when's Gordon coming home?
Later today, I think.
Maybe one of these days, we could all take a trip to London.
What are the chances of that, Nia?
I'm not sure, but then again, a trip to London would sound delightful.
Oh well, let's get ready for when Gordon comes back.
Welcome home, Gordon.
Hello.
I heard you had a great welcome in London.
He certainly did, madam. His crew signed autographs until their arms ached, and my little brother here had his photograph taken from so many directions at once, he had no idea which way to look.
For the last time, stop calling me little brother, Scotsman. I'm older than you.
And did you have a good time, Gordon?
No, I didn't.
You're joking, right? I heard you the other day talking about the fond memories you have going to London and whatnot. I thought you'd be happy with being back in your old home.
Sad to say, Katie, London's all wrong. They've changed it. It isn't King's Cross anymore. It's St. Pancras.
St. Pancras? That could be taken way out of context. Gordon, you know that, right?
St. Pancras?
Sounds like you took a wrong turn, Gordon. St. Pancras is one of the stops on the LMS, not the LNER.
Oh, the indignity.
Hello again, everyone. Have you ever taken a wrong turn while trying to achieve a goal? I know a few friends of mine have done that, but there's one moment that sticks out the most. It happened back in 1986 when Gordon had made insulting remarks about branch lines. He was so determined to prove a point to Edward, he was sent down the branch line by mistake, which also made him an easy target for Bill and Ben's teasing. The twins were trying to decide what to do with him, either scrap him or dump him into the sea. But the timely arrival of Edward's friend Boko changed that in a hurry. Just like when Gordon went to London, he was so eager to prove his point about the main terminal. He accidentally took a wrong turn and wound up in a spot he shouldn't have. That just goes to show that sometimes common sense should be more significant than trying to prove a point. And while sometimes it's hard to decide on where to draw that line, the sooner you learn it, the quicker you'll be to prevent mistakes from happening. It's all part of the learning experience.
Come on, Thomas, it's time to go.
Thanks for stopping by, and I look forward to sharing more adventures with you. See you next time!
Okay, so let me get this straight. You tried to prove that you were the world's strongest engine by seeing how many trucks you could take at once? Crikey, Diesel, I knew you weren't the sharpest engine in the workshop, but did you have to go to that extent?
Oi, give over, would ya? That was one time. And need I remind you about the time you thought you didn't need to read the flippin' danger signs and took a plunge into the sea?
Oh, you just had to bring that up, didn't you, Diesel?
Yeah, I did, Missy. Yeah, I did.
I've got a few choice words for you. Hey, you trucks, do you remember a certain song?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, it was a song everyone knows and loves ever since the official show's second season.
Don't you dare!
Oh, tole, Diesel.
Oi, you rackin' frackin' no good rotten boxes on wheels! And just what's so funny?
Oh, Diesel, Diesel, Diesel. I bet you wish your mama had swallowed.
And just what is that supposed to mean, you smug blueberry?
Take it up with Katelyn if you want more. See you later, sucker.
I will, but that will be a story for another day.